5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It's time for Ocala Magazine Radio. The effervescent Kelli Hart is in the studio. I'm going to laugh every time I say that, especially if I'm in the same room with you. Kelli is here with another Kelli, Kelli McAnally.
Yes.
And Kelli McAnally is the subject of one of your articles in the magazine. Good morning, Kelli.
Yes,
Both
good
Kelli.
morning.
Good morning, Kelli and Kelli.
Morning.
The Kelli and Kelli show today.
I love
It's
it.
the Kelli and Kelli show, yes.
Isn't it great? Isn't it like the best name ever?
It's a good name.
Yeah,
it's a good name.
Thank you.
good name.
You're outnumbered, so you know.
Yeah,
we took a vote right now. You would definitely be
That's
outnumbered.
true.
No, I'm very fortunate to have Kelli with me today. Kelli McAnally is the tournament director for Coates Golf. And last year that was like such a phenomenon.
That was the name to know, right?
That was the name to know and the event to be at. And so I reached out very shortly after the tournament ended and said, okay, let's start thinking about next year because it will be here before we know it. And so how can we get involved and help market that and get the buzz going again? And so time flew by and here we are, and you're already back in the planning phases for that. And this year, Kelli is new to Coates Golf. So I'll let her introduce herself and give a little background about why she's here and how she's here and how she got affiliated with Coates Golf.
Yeah, after last year's Coates Golf Championship, which was a huge success. I mean, we set an inaugural attendance record for a first-year LPGA Tour event. So over 80,000 people came out and joined us for a fantastic week of golf right here in Ocala. So, it's a great event, and I'm happy to be involved. Recently, Coates Golf hired IMG to run and manage this tournament. And so IMG's one of the world's largest event management companies, and they hired me to come down and help run the show. So I'm happy to be here, happy to be in Ocala. And
were you here last year for the event?
I was not.
Oh, you were not? Okay.
I actually come to you guys from a different LPGA Tour event. I was at the Kings Mill Championship in Williamsburg, Virginia, and when IMG called me to say, hey, we want you to come be the tournament director for the Coates Golf Championship.
That's exciting stuff.
It was kind of a hard job to say no to, so here I am.
Yeah. How do you like it so far?
So far, so good. It's really got a lot of that big city feel, but all those small town things that make this place so special.
Yeah. Well, hang around next Saturday. One of my favorite events next Saturday.
Oh, definitely.
What's going on next Saturday?
Light Up Ocala.
Light Up Ocala. Okay. I'll make sure I'm there.
Just fun. Everybody hangs out in downtown, and
it's a lot of fun.
There's ice skating on plastic. Have you ever ice skated on plastic?
I have not.
If you've never ice skated on plastic, you don't know what you're missing.
Have you, Kelli? Have you?
Yeah. I threw some skates on. I don't think it was last year, but maybe the first year they had it.
But they say, those who've done it say it's fine. It's not as fast, but
okay. So number one, I don't know how to ice skate, so it's a lot of fun because I'm able to do it without hurting myself. I mean, if you know how to ice skate, it's probably not fun because here you are in plastic and it's really not the same. But I mean, think about it. It's hot. It's like 80 some odd degrees outside, and then we're able to.
Should we call it something else?
I don't know. Well, no. We'll let it's okay. It's for the kids.
Plastic-skate.
There you go.
There's the word.
Plastic-skate. Yeah. No, it's fun. I mean, it's something to do that's different.
It's fun to look at anyway.
And my daughter loves it, and so that's all.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
The kids love it.
She loves it, and it's a lot of fun, and she doesn't get hurt from falling down all the time. So it's really a nice event. So you'll get to experience that this year. And it's not that she's here to work and then leaving. She is here. This is her home now. We get to keep her. We get to keep Kelli. Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. So all of the things she's getting to experience about Ocala are not just, while she's here. She's going to get to experience the whole thing because she is a resident now. So we're happy about that. Okay, so you guys are in the planning phases right now. Tell us a little bit about, what you can at this point. Maybe what things to look forward to this year, and if there's anything new that maybe wasn't happening last year that you can talk about.
Sure. First I kind of want to point out, so the dates are a little bit different this year. We're about a week later than we were last year. So first week in February 1 through 6, come out to Golden Ocala and check it out. Some of the new things that we're doing, we've added a craft beer garden this year. So we're working with two of our partners, Tri-Eagle, who's our official beer, and also Cone Distributing, who has a lot of the craft beers, under their distributing portfolio. portfolio. And so we're excited to be able to offer a bunch of different local, regional, and national craft beers for people to try. And so basically to get involved in that, you just go to our website, coatesgolfchampionship.com, and it's basically just purchasing an upgraded ticket. So, single day grounds tickets, $15. A single day ticket to go to the craft beer garden is $25. So it's really just a $10 upgraded ticket option, and that activity will take place Wednesday through Saturday of the tournament. So hopefully you'll join us all week long, but especially for those days, Wednesday through Saturday, we'll have a lot of different activities going on.
Yeah, so it's like a Golftoberfest.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just in February.
Just in February.
A February
Yes.
Toberfest, a February-Toberfest.
I think people are really surprised by the ticket prices. I know last year, before we really knew a lot about what was happening with the inaugural event, there was this, conception like it's it's probably going to be very expensive because it's golf, and golf people usually think, well, with golf it's very expensive sport and very prestigious, and when the ticket prices came out and people realized, wow, just for
I think that
I can go out and spend the day and get to experience not just the event but Golden Ocala. So I mean, it's not like it's just a really great event, but it's at a really stunning location, and not a lot of people get to experience Golden Ocala on a regular basis.
And the talk last year that I remember was that you picked a good time of the year, because it's like okay, we have Light Up Ocala this month, and then next month we have the Christmas parade, and so there was really nothing in February. And so it was just a really good time of the year to have another landmark or signature kind of an event. So.
Right, and we're really excited because we're actually the second LPGA Tour event in the 2016 schedule. So we, basically get to kick off the U.S. Swing of the LPGA season. So it's really nice to be able to kick that off. It helps us attract the top players in the world like we did last year. And they're competing for a $1.5 million purse, which certainly makes it easier for when they're coming out and competing for big dollars.
And Kelly, the way I understood it last year is that they were trying us out, right?
Right.
They weren't sure they wanted Ocala, but they were giving us a shot. We were like being a test drive for Ocala. But we passed the test, right? Sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
I have to give Randy and Molly Coates all the credit, because I know the LPGA really wanted to kind of have it in Orlando or Tampa or a larger market like that, and they were very decisive, like, no, we're going to have it here in Ocala because we know that our community will support it. They did it in big numbers, and you got to give them a lot of credit. And even like the ticket prices, this isn't a for-profit event. This is something that Molly and Randy want to do for Greater Ocala, for Marion County, to give not only the Coates Golf brand, a platform, but also, it helps put Ocala on the map for something other than just the horse industry. I mean, we get to be, an LPGA Tour stop, and it's one of, 33 events on tour.
And the public relations caught fire. I mean, you had people like Kelli helping you out, and people like Buddy in the afternoon, and people who know about sports in general, in the media.
Sure.
I mean, that really could help spread the word.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, how could you not? I mean, it's our job, to introduce events like this and keep people in the know. But when you have something that is so good, it has such a huge impact on the economy, the local economy. I mean, if you have an opportunity to... But we didn't know that in advance.
We could have speculated
Well, we didn't know, but I mean, talking to Lisa and talking to Molly, I mean, their projections were, it was huge.
So now it's probably going to be...
And it surpassed that. I mean, based on what I heard from them after the fact, it was just like, it was bigger and even better than they could have ever dreamed. So just going off of their projections, we were really excited.
And we had a lot of people coming in from out of the area as well.
Correct, and that's what really helps with the economic impact. Typically an LPGA event brings, somewhere between probably $8 to $9 million in economic impact, and the Coates Golf Championship last year brought over $18 million in economic impact, and it just shows you how many people.
I know, I was wealthier afterwards. I know.
From out of town.
We did take a little break, and we'll be right back. This is Ocala Magazine Radio. Kelli Hart is your hostess, and Kelly's guest is Kelly McAnally. And we'll be right back to talk about the LPG, what do you call it? How do you call it?
Coates Golf Tournament.
Coates Golf Tournament in February.
Golden Ocala.
Golden Ocala.
Yes.
Yes, you say the R. February. The brew. It's the beer thing.
There you go.
Febrew.
You got it.
It's the Brewtoberfest.
Perfect.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Today will turn out mostly sunny with a high between 80 and 84. Clear to partly cloudy tonight, lows ranging from the 50s in some interior locations to about 67 at the beaches. Mostly sunny tomorrow, breezy and quite nice with highs in the 70s to near 80. Sunday, a partly sunny day and rather breezy, high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Chip, I know we made believers out of those who thought there was no such thing as a free ride. No interest on most new Fords for 72 months? Well, Ford Lincoln of Ocala and Village Ford of Bellevue is sweetening that terrific deal even more.
Really?
How about free fuel for a year?
Free fuel for a year?
Simply visit FordofOcala.com or MyVillageFord.com, schedule a test drive of any vehicle on the lot, and you become automatically eligible to be chosen to receive free fuel for a year.
That's just another great reason to shop for your next car, truck, SUV, or crossover at Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue.
Aside from being eligible to receive free fuel for a year, the very best reason to buy from Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue is the service, the selection, and of course, the price.
That's right. You don't have to wait for a holiday or, quote, sales event at Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. Every day's a sale day.
Where have I heard that before?
Fuel for a year eligibility requires valid licensed driver over 21. One entry per person per household. Must complete test drive. Fuel for a year winner will receive preset amount of $1,200 in the form of a service station debit card. See dealer for complete details.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Immerse yourself in a creative blend of art, music, and culture at the 34th Annual Downtown Festival and Art Show, November 14th and 15th in downtown Gainesville. Explore a stunning collection of artwork by 240 artists and marvel at world-class paintings, vivid photography, unique sculpture, dazzling jewelry, and so much more. Enjoy continuous entertainment on 4 stages all weekend, including a downtown blues concert on Friday night. Plus, bring the kids for free art activities at the Children's Imagination Station. For more information, call 352-334-ARTS.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
18 minutes after 10 o'clock, Kelli Hart is here. This is Ocala Magazine Radio. Kelli's guest is Kelly McAnally.
Yes. And we are talking about the Coates Golf Tournament that is coming up again. It's the second annual event, and so everyone's very excited about that. And there's a lot going on in the planning process. Now, last year, I know you weren't involved last year, but I'm sure in doing your research and homework so that you can, pull off an even more successful event this year. No pressure, of course.
None at all.
What did the golfers, was there any, I'm sure there were feedback from the lady golfers themselves, but in relation to Golden Ocala's course or, our community as a whole, was there anything specific that they said about Ocala that we might not have heard? Because I think that's really exciting when someone comes to Ocala and then they have some good feedback for us.
Yeah, I remember reading a few quotes from Stacey Lewis, and it was from Pro-Am Day, and she couldn't stop talking about how many people were out watching them play, even during a day that's not even the competition hasn't even started yet. And so for her it was like, wow, look at all these people, do they know that it starts tomorrow? And I think that speaks to the volumes of how many people we were able to attract, not just on the competition rounds but all week long. Right. Everyone from the community came out and supported it. A lot of players commented on how great the facilities were at Golden Ocala. The course was in great shape. They couldn't say enough good things about it. And I think deep down they really like some of those replica holes too. When a lot of the LPGA players, one of the big things is they love to go maybe have a tournament at Augusta or play on some of these top courses that the men play on. And we actually have a few holes that resemble some of those famous courses. So it's, I think, kind of fun for them to get to experience that a little bit too.
That is cool. I can't even imagine what that's like to go to a golf. Oh, this hole looks like another hole. Mm-hmm. I have a hard time with even wondering why that even makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
I don't know. I guess
this hole looks like a hole I've been to before.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess because there's different challenges, right? And so there's something unique about that particular hole that resembles something that's really challenging.
Right, and it's, it's like not, it's even just the landscape. Everything about the hole resembles, a couple holes at like Augusta, at St. Andrews, some of these famous holes that a lot of the players have gotten to experience in person. And so I think it's fun when they step on those tee boxes where it maybe feels just a little bit more special than just any other golf course.
Right. Now, I know Molly has been out doing her own marketing for not just the tournament, but for the Coates brand. And I saw something maybe yesterday or the day before. It looked like she had done an interview recently with someone.
She has. She just did a recent interview with Kathy Ireland.
Okay. Wow. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
She looked gorgeous too.
She did. She looked fantastic.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she did. And I know that it said it's airing soon. I wish I had the information.
Yeah, I believe it airs on November 15th. But I'll have to send you the information so we can get it out there. But
yeah,
so it's Sunday, right? Sunday's the 15th.
Yeah, so it's coming up.
Yeah, she's out there. I mean, Molly is all over the place. And, I mean, kudos to her because this is not a small endeavor. And this is not just like, Molly sits around and, just comes up with these ideas and then says, okay, everybody else kind of go to work. I mean, she has really been the driving force behind the whole thing. I mean, down to designing the logo and everything herself and coming up with all of that for Coates Golf.
I remember the design of the logo was a big deal last year.
Right.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's actually really unique, and it's something that I find really special. So they actually went with an antelope because both female and male antelopes grow horns, and I think a lot of it had more to do with empowerment of women, and that women deserve the same great golf equipment and technology that men golfers have, and I think that's a lot of the premise behind what Molly and the Coates Golf brand represent, and what they've been able to do in basically a year's time is fantastic. So I am really glad not only to be here for the Coates Golf Championship, but to get to work with Molly and Coates Golf to do something special that's different. They've found a gap in the market, and they're looking to put women's golf on the map.
The product is amazing. The clothing, I mean, the quality of everything is really very unique and amazing. And you can tell that Molly, I mean, she's stylish in her own right, but so she's taken her style and her appreciation for quality, and she's found a way to incorporate that in athletic wear for women, which I think is awesome that she said, okay, there is a gap here and we need to be able to do something. And so women still feel comfortable, they're able to play their sport and still look very nice. And I'm not sure, I know last year when we talked to Molly about this same time, it was kind of, there were prototypes and you could go online and you could look, but you couldn't really order anything. So where are we now in the way of being able to purchase the Coates Golf brand?
Yeah, so right now you can go to coatesgolf.com. You can purchase online. And I'm not going to spoil any upcoming surprises, but I'd probably just say to stay tuned for maybe the December issue of Ocala magazine for more to come. So
a little foreshadowing.
I'll use that to help push magazines.
Is the magazine doubling as a catalog? Is that what you're saying?
No, not necessarily, but we are very fortunate in working with Kelli and Molly and Lisa Lombardo in the way of being able to utilize our readership in a way to kind of keep everybody in the know of the progress with Coates Golf, because it's a process, and there's a lot of things that are in the works right now that maybe just a month ago you would have had no idea were even available to you guys. So we are fortunate that we're able to have you guys as a resource, and that you've opened up to us to say, okay, and I think the great thing about being able to meet Kelli and introduce her this month in the Ocala magazine, there's a great 2-page spread that really gives you a lot of background about Kelli and the company that she works for and their reputation and such. So if you haven't picked that up, you can also look at it on ocalamagazine.com. But we thought the first step at being able to kind of share the Coates Golf tournament experience over the course of the next few months was to introduce her, and she said that it's worked because people, when they've read it and they recognize her, and so she's like already local celebrity, so we like that.
And something to look forward to. It's sometimes hard to look past the holidays, right? When you're trying to you can't think past December 25th. You can't think past January 1st anyway. But now you've given us a bridge sort of to look ahead to February. So.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And we're all excited. I mean, like we said, it's great for our economy. It's great for the LPGA. It's great for Golden Ocala, obviously the Coates Golf brand and company. And I mean, there's no negative. I mean, there's sometimes an event will come to town, or someone will plan an event and you're like, maybe it draws the wrong type of crowd, or, there might be some negative to it. And we simply cannot think of one negative. So obviously Ocala magazine is behind and supports any major event that
Do you remember Ocala being mispronounced on the national broadcasts at the beginning, and then by the time they were done, they were doing it right?
Oh, really?
They were saying Ocala, Ocala. There was
Ocala. Yeah, I do get that.
There were a few people who were in the broadcast of the
through the Golf Channel.
Yeah.
Ocala.
Somebody must have whispered in their ear.
I'll make sure to make a note of that for our production meeting pre-tournament.
Oh, really?
So
Might be a talking point.
There you go. Now I have another talking point since I didn't realize that was an issue. So
we're happy that you are working with Ocala Magazine to help our readers learn more about Coates Golf and the event, and for being here today. And I want to encourage everybody to pick up this issue. It's gorgeous.
Did you eat any of the pie that's on the cover?
There is plenty of pie to be eaten. Ivy House created the most gorgeous pies for us, and of course, after everything was shot, then it was a matter of fighting for, who gets to take what pie home.
Are those little pumpkins on the pie made out of the crust of the pie? That is a cool idea.
It's amazing. I mean, none of this is shopped or fake. I mean, this is legit pumpkin pie.
So you did have some?
Yes.
Did you have Cool Whip?
No, I didn't have Cool Whip.
I'm pretty bummed though because I got to meet Evelyn, a week or so ago, and she's actually going to be one of our restaurant partners for the upcoming Coates Golf Championship. And the food was so delicious, and at the end after sampling, so many delicious things, she's like, "Well, do you have room for dessert?" And I'm really bummed that I only see this picture of this pie. And
oh no!
I didn't have room for that, but I guess
have to go back
check it out
just
now.
for like maybe coffee and pie or something. They were delicious. We can't thank the Ivy House enough for their contribution to our cover. It's gorgeous. It says fall. It's delicious and sophisticated, and if you have not already picked up the November issue, shame on you, but there's still time, so pick that up or go to the website. Also, like us on Facebook. Our December issue, which of course we're busy working on, will reveal our best of the best winners for 2015, so that is always a very...
Who is the best of the best?
I can't tell you.
Who is the best of the best of the best?
I can't tell you. You'll have to pick up the December issue. It's great. Obviously making the list in and of itself is an honor because those nominations come right back from the community. So to be on the list is amazing, and then to be voted by your peers and cohorts says a lot about the business people themselves. And so we are always excited to reveal that in December because people can't wait. We're already getting emails. When do we find out? So I'm here to tell you, December. Get your hands on the December
Do you have a booth
issue.
at Light Up Ocala?
No, we don't have a booth. No.
Well,
we'll be there.
We're giving away 2 TVs.
I know. I see these TVs behind me. That's awesome. I'm going to put my name in the box before I leave. I won't win because I don't ever win anything. But and also like us on Facebook because we are always putting our Vox questions and promoting the people that advertise with us to support them and the many events that are going on. Now through the New Year's, there's just tons and tons of things. So if you have an event, let us know. You can email me. It's Kelli at ocalamagazine.com, and we will be happy to share those things on Facebook and on our calendar. And it is also Friday the 13th, so take that opportunity today to do something scary, I guess. I don't know.
Something scary.
But it's also World Kindness Day, so do it.
It's
kindly.
also
do it gently.
Wait a minute. It's also National Indian Pudding Day.
I don't know what Indian pudding is.
Oh, it sounds good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so have some pudding and
have some
watch
Indian
some
pudding.
movies and be kind to your neighbors. I don't know. But thank you, Kelli. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great weekend.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Kelli
having
and
me.
Kelli.
Your man tonight, Ocala, baby. What makes you look so good? Ocala, baby. What makes you look so good? Why don't you love me like I know you could?
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Today will turn out mostly sunny with a high between 80 and 84. It clear to partly cloudy tonight, lows ranging from the 50s in some interior locations to about 67 at the beaches. Mostly sunny tomorrow, breezy and quite nice with highs in the 70s to near 80. Sunday, a partly sunny day and rather breezy, high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, Erica Olstein here to tell you about A Better You Healthcare's Pokin' for a Clause. Saturday, December 5th at CF's Klein Center, benefiting CF's scholarship program. Enjoy a winter holiday carnival with the family. There will be face painting, pictures with Santa, cutest elf contest for kids, ugly sweater contest for adults, live and silent auctions, carnival games, acupuncture, massage, and even a cookie creation station by Fresh Market. So make plans to attend Pokin' for a Clause. For details, visit abetteryouhealthcare.com/events.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The masked militant who taunted the West in a string of videotaped beheadings may himself be dead. Mohammed Emwazi, nicknamed Jihadi John, targeted in a drone strike. British Prime Minister David Cameron.
This was an act of self-defense. It was the right thing to do.
Jihadi John first came to the world's attention in a video released in August 2014. It showed him murdering American journalist James Foley, taken hostage by Islamic State fighters.
Amanda Walker with Fox Sister Network Sky News. Meanwhile, in another setback for ISIS, the strategic Iraqi city of Sinjar has been retaken. The Kurdish regional president speaking near Sinjar. Manhunt continues for the killer of a pastor's pregnant wife during a home invasion robbery in Indiana, and a big uh-oh for SpaghettiOs. More than 350,000 cans being recalled because of a choking hazard. Small pieces of the can's lining. Fox News, we report, you decide.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal.
Announcing Ford Friends and Neighbors pricing. It's an inside deal, now for everyone.
Just log on to Ford.com, and the low price you see there, that's the low price you'll pay.
On cars, trucks, SUVs, every nameplate.
Like the super stylish Ford Fusion, the built Ford Tough F-150.
And our awesome lineup of SUVs that make it easier for you to be unstoppable.
With Ford Friends and Neighbors pricing, you don't have to negotiate. It's hassle-free.
So now when people ask me if I can get them a great deal because I work for Ford, with Friends and Neighbors pricing, they don't have to ask anymore.
That's because now for a limited time, you can get in on Friends and Neighbors pricing at your participating Ford dealer.
This really doesn't happen every day.
Ford Friends and Neighbors pricing.
It's an inside deal, now for everyone. Available at participating dealers only. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 1/4/16. See dealer for complete details.